Hi guys, welcome back to HAG Studios. Today I'm at Angie's garden, which is a beautiful garden tucked away on a quiet street in St. Angel. Angie is here to take us on a tour, so let's go. I'm here with Angie, who has this beautiful garden. She's a Jamaican who used to live in New York, Angie?
Yes.
And you came back in
2001.
2001. That was quite a move.
Exactly. It was a commitment that, of course, moved on to when I got married at the time.
Okay. Oh, so the arrangement was that you come back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
And how has that experience been?
It's been very good. There are times you miss New York, being a big city, shopping
Yes.
and a lot of things. But I enjoy being here because I have my friends, my grandchildren, all of that happened since I came back. So I am home. Because there's no place like Jamaica and there's no place like home.
Angie shares this beautiful home and garden with husband Lloyd. And the garden now, you said when you came, there wasn't a garden. You had to renovate the house.
We did some renovation, and of course, as I said, there was no garden. We had a lot of trees all over the place. Don't ask me to give the names of trees or plants because I'll tell you straight up, I don't know them and I can't even wrap my tongue around some of the names. So you're going to have to take it like I can present it.
That's fine.
So what happened is that I wanted a garden to match up the house because it was looking good, and I started out with humble plants, impatiens, lantana, heather, and as they do say, humble plants.
They grow effortlessly.
But what happened is that they evolve over time and it provided beauty. Now, about 4 years or 5, I did also have some roses, which was quite good, and those were the prize of the garden. However, about 2005, I wanted to do a little expansion to the garden. So I bought, we had weeds that took over, and the lime tree as it was then was covered with what we know as love bush.
Okay.
So I had my dear gardeners spray them. And I said to him, I went out and bought new plants and I was going to really establish a garden. And I said, oh, remember to spray the plants. And he used the weed killer. And when I came home, everything was brown.
Oh my.
I lost them
Everything.
all. So as the week progressed, everything continued to die. So I went with a part of it, and what happened is that I cut everything out and it was a fresh start. So I started afresh. I went to my friends, Betty, Ashley, who sells Orchid, and all the nurseries that I used to go and buy from, and I told them what happened. Of course, some were very sympathetic. They gave me discounts, some gave me a plant. But establishing me with the orchids was Betty, Ashley.
Yes.
She gave me a few and she said, look, try your hand with these.
Yes,
and
that
see
sounds
what
like
happens.
Betty.
And I started a little bed right there.
Can we walk
Yeah.
a little bit?
Because Betty gave me probably about 15 plants.
Yes.
And I started a bed here. And I didn't know much about orchids other than to admire them. And a few months afterwards, she said to me, look, I'm going to bring in some plants, and if you can afford to, I will bring a few in for you. So she brought, and I got 100 orchids, and I planted them up and
all over
everywhere. And to cut a long story short, I have become addicted to it.
I understand that.
And the addiction has grown into orchids all around. I probably would, if I went out to the food shopping, I'd probably come back with more plants,
Plants
than
and food. That's a typical gardener, you know.
So, and over the years, different things happen. You bring in new ones, some die, sometimes they get stolen. But one of the best part of the garden is how people enjoy it, because we are not on the main, but ever so often I think people are actually drawn here and they come in and they admire the plants, and it gives me joy just to see how they respond. They will take a deep breath and say,
and you have plenty places for persons to just sit and relax.
So that's pretty much what it is. You see plants everywhere, and I never have enough. Sometimes my friends would say, oh, you don't have to give her another orchid, she have enough. Let the world know I'll never have enough orchids. There can't be enough orchids, because like your children, they're no two are alike. They provide their own satisfaction and joy, and as I say, the bigger part of it is how people enjoy it when they come home.
Yes. Tell me about the pond, because this is so nice.
Okay, this, like everything else, the pond have gone through its renovation process. When we came, it was just a simple
there was
pond.
A pond here when you came, but
it was just a simple pond, so we extended it to
so you have a waterfall
and all the other bits and pieces around it. It has taken on different things, because at first I had just simple plants, then I discovered bromeliads, and I changed it around to what it is, and you know, so maybe if you come back next week you won't see. They say, oh, you come back to pick up something that was here. It's gone, because I come out with my gardener sometimes, and we start something. I'm moving one stone, and before you know it,
you're moving several.
We rearrange everything, but I enjoy the garden.
I am always thrilled, Angie, with the details in this.
The water ivy. Yes.
I mean, and each flower lasts a day, right?
Yes, it lasts just a day.
But it's amazing the details that are in it.
And it has different shades of purple and stuff.
It's beautiful. Yes. That is a lotus, the pink one?
You know, I told you that you mustn't ask me the name of plants.
I think it might be, but I'm used to, yes, they're water lilies.
I know them as water lilies, and I leave it at that.
Okay, we will identify.
Yes, you can identify.
But that one, I'm used to seeing it in white.
Actually, I had white, yellow, and the pink and the deep purple, but over time, I've lost a lot of them, so
they grow pretty fast though, eh?
Yes, in some ponds that I see, they are nice and lush, and they look very nice, but I have lost quite a bit of this.
And you have quite a bit of fish in here, eh?
Yes.
The koi and some blue ones, and I see you even have some tiki tiki. Tiki I have in my pond, you know.
Well, yes, we do. Yes.
That's a pretty blue one.
Yeah, they have come up. But I think I seem to have so many sad stories about my garden and my pond. I had about 10 lovely kois. They were real big ones. And we were away in one of the hurricanes, and we lost electricity. And no one was here to, you know, rescue them. And I lost them all. They went floating.
Oh, wow.
So I restarted, but I'm not as attached as I should be. I take care of them.
Yes.
But
you have to feed them every day?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I love how you have all of these areas to sit in your garden. A garden needs to have lots of seating.
That's really a wish list, you know, because I've put them here because I want to be able to come out and sit. But
And you
I'm
say
a
you do your
busybody.
devotion here?
I do my devotion here, but I'm a busybody, so I'll come out to sit. And then I see other things and I start to weed and clip, and then before you know it's a whole
The day is
exercise.
done.
The day is done in the garden. I'm tired and I didn't sit.
But it's good exercise.
It's good to know that if I want to sit, I can.
You have. And when your friends come?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Of
I
course,
imagine you
yes,
entertain out here quite
yeah,
a
we
bit.
sit and it's my grandchildren when they come, you know,
Oh.
they enjoy. We sit out here and
There's
we
plenty
talk.
place to
And
play.
my husband does enjoy the whole thing.
Yeah, this is just fabulous.
Yes, I acquired that plant maybe, shall I say, about 12 years ago. This is the mother plant that I bought.
Okay.
It was quite big, and over the years I have divided it up.
And you have
I've
them
given
all
away
over.
a lot, and I have quite a lot for myself, and I really enjoy it. It's a lovely plant. It's the first time I saw it, I couldn't believe, you know, that's how the orchid would bloom, and it was such a massive bunch.
And this one is not in full bloom now.
No, it is actually fading. It
Yes,
was in
it's
full
fading
bloom.
now.
It's
Yeah.
in the fading phase. So
There's another one over here. Well, she has them all over the place. This one is
Yes.
just absolutely fabulous.
yes, as I say, I had them on this
There's a
tree there, and then I separate it, move it from there and there.
You see this? Gorgeous. I call them bridal orchid. I think that's a common name.
That's a common
But
name.
we will put the actual botanical name.
I will leave that to you, my dear. I have
Yes.
no intention at this stage of sending my brain into any, any state of shock.
Yes, I understand. This is beautiful too.
Yes, in my, of course, walking up and buying orchid everywhere I see it, I acquired this one, and again, I have given away pieces of it, but it is really a beautiful plant. It is mostly at this time of year that
it blooms.
That it blooms.
Okay, and it has quite a bit of blooms.
Oh,
I
I'm
see
getting
some more coming
there.
up
Yes,
there
yes,
still.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, you'll have blooms on this for several months, huh?
Hopefully. They do last a while when they come out. So.
Okay.
Yeah, this has lost some of the
Some of the flowers would
but-
have fallen, but it's so pretty.
Yes.
And having it hung so high and it's just cascading.
Yes, this is
It's beautiful.
this one, as I say, I bought. I don't know.
Oh, and you have it on this side
I
as
have
well.
it on this over there. It was
Yeah.
all over the place, and I never really showed much respect for this orchid. You know how it is like. You say it's a little Jamaican bush orchid, but it is quite attractive. You know, you look at it and it cascades, as you say, and it's all over the place. It doesn't take much to keep it going. And
Yes.
you spread, you get a little piece, and
This blooms in the early part of the year too, or
it's
at different times?
Again, I find that the spring is when it really,
Yes.
most of these plants really come out and bloom out.
Okay.
And sometimes they last to the early summer. But this is really the time.
Okay. The bromeliads. Yeah, I see this is quite an interesting arrangement here with the bromeliads.
Yes, it's
You like bromeliads, huh?
Well, only I bought two. This red one here, I bought two plants from Mrs. Betty White because when
Betty Ashley?
No, not Betty.
Betty
Shirley White.
Oh,
She's
yes,
further up,
yes.
Yes, I bought two of those red ones and two of the ones below.
And they have spread like this?
And what happened, they started to give me babies, grandbabies, great-grand and great-great-grand.
Okay.
So I gave away a lot. My daughter-in-law, my daughter, my friends, even probably my enemies, I gave just about everybody.
Everybody.
and
you still have
had a
so
lot.
much.
And I thought
Because
to
the more you
myself,
give, the more you receive.
boy, I tell you, I may have to stop giving. I like receiving. but what happened is that I decided that, of course, what am I going to do with all that I had? So again, me and my gardener, we came out and we decided, oh, let me try this. And you know, this is what came out, and it seemed to have taken on. I like it too, you know.
I
It
think
gives
it's
a
very
different
pretty.
look.
And it's so
different.
nice as a hedge.
So I just
Instead of
used
some
it and
wall,
all
you
over,
have this.
right. Still have some plants, but what can I tell you? When anyone asks for a plant, I give them 2.
Yes.
So that is what happened with.
And you anchor the whole front here with the 2 frangipanis.
Yes, well.
That one, the yellow frangipanis.
Yes.
They're starting to bloom now.
Yes, they do. And
I love this little corner.
yes, this is another one of my corners that depends on where I want to look. If I want to have a full view of the pond, or just to sort of hide out and see who's coming up the road. You know, you sit here and you can have a cup of tea or coffee, because what happened most mornings, I go walking and I get back about 6:30 a.m.
Oh, you go early?
Yeah, we go out.
You have a group?
My group, we go out at a little after 5, and when I get back, depends on how my mood is that I'll probably have a cup of tea and I come up and I start clipping up the plants. You know, I like to.
Because you do a lot of the work yourself.
Just likely, I have gardeners that come in and spray, because I'm not allowed to, you know,
spray
way around with the chemicals. But so I would, as I say, mostly cleaning them up, seeing what needs to be done, and I do spend a lot with gardeners, because one will come in and my main gardener is on a Thursday. He doesn't really work on orchids. He's just pretty much everything else but the orchids. So
and then you have another person who does the orchids.
Does the spraying and the repotting and all of that.
How often do you spray?
I spray once per week.
Once per week.
But I fertilize twice per week.
Okay, so you do the fertilizer yourself, or the gardener who comes?
I don't touch any chemicals
okay,
at all.
Okay.
I don't touch the chemicals. The gardener will use the fertilizer, and I have another person who would come and put on the insecticides and the pesticides and all the different sides. So that's what, to keep them, because most times you find that they have the little disease. It might not be discerning to the eyes of somebody who don't know plants, but they'd come and say, "Oh, miss, this have that and all, and you have to buy this." Yes, I say, okay, there goes a pair of shoes that I wanted to buy, but I buy the chemical instead.
Buy that instead.
Yeah, so, but I do enjoy.
There's a lot of pleasure from the plants.
Yes, I do.
A pair of shoes, you're going to wear it
I
just
love
sometimes.
My shoes too, you know,
yeah, I know, you love your shoes too.
But I enjoy the plants.
Yeah, but there's a balance, see?
Yeah, I know I can, because honest to God, with the shoes now,
you're not even getting to go. They're all dry rotting.
They dry rot.
You have to take 2
and
out
the
with
plants
you.
are still here.
And the plants are here. That's right.
So
yeah, this is a lime tree.
Yes. It's
okay.
A lime tree that is adorned with it started
with the orchids at the base, and the Duranta gold.
Shall we say it also stepped up in life when everybody else was moving along?
Yes. And this is a sweet sop. You get sweet sops off of this?
I used to, but it is in its declining years. Like people, you know, you don't produce as much anymore. So
I see a few up there. I think you have a few flowers on it.
So yeah, so
you
we
get
hope
some.
that something will come. But
the periwinkles.
yeah,
they love this location.
And I've cut them back so many times. I had different colors, but over the years, some I've lost, and these are still here.
They're doing very well
I keep
here.
them, and I'm threatening to trim them back. And But they do some color and life, so.
Oh yeah, a lot of color. And a contrast to this is called monkey fiddle. I
Well,
think.
I grew up hearing them call it monkey fiddle. But
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
know
common
if it's
name.
monkey fiddle
That's a common name.
or what. But it was just a humble plant. I bought a little piece at a
I
nursery.
know.
And before you know it, it started to spread. I
I
transplanted
know you have
it.
two
I
two
have
jars.
Several, I have several.
Oh, you have them over there as well.
I've given away a lot, but.
And
when
is
it
this a white version? Because I know sometimes
depends
they're
on
more
where
green.
They are.
Depends
When
on
I
how much
find
sun.
If it is not in the sun, you get a more green.
Oh,
color.
okay.
In the sun, you more pink and
Okay,
stuff like that. So.
okay. And then this orchid here. just
Again,
adds
don't
some-
ask me the name.
Yes, yes. I see you have a lot of spikes on this too.
Oh, yes,
This is the same as this, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so actually, when everybody blooms out, like I had it last year, and I kept it in this form because
What a lot of spikes.
When all these spikes come up, and this, as a matter of fact, they get taller, and I bring them up to here so the places.
And you have it, oh, you have it, it's
Yeah,
balanced.
it's balanced.
Yeah, you have one there. That's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. Your peppermint at your kitchen window. You can almost reach out and pick peppermint.
Yes, and of course, again, like most things you see go down and then it comes back up. Over the
Do you use it a lot, the peppermint?
Not me. I'm a coffee.
You're a coffee person. And your avocado, these are nice avocados.
Very much so. This
Really?
the
And
best
it's
you will
loaded.
have, yes. Oh yes,
It's
the best that
loaded.
you can find. I
Really?
can boast that, yes.
Okay. They're a little young. You'll have them about August, you see?
Yeah, but that sounds like you're planning to come visit me.
Well, I know you can't eat off all of these.
No,
by
trust me, I
yourself.
have a line that extends to downtown.
You have a line, so join the line.
At the back, at where
the
you
back.
come in.
This is your backyard now.
Yes, this one, it has grown from just gravel.
You put
with
the
a few
pavers in.
We had a gravel and a few pavers, and we didn't have a fence here because this was developed afterwards. We had heliconas and just a little broken down fence. But over time, when they put up the wall, I planted the ivy, and I started to put, extra plants back here.
It's a beautiful caladium. Lord, the caladiums can be so
my
interesting.
gardener and I decided to take on paving, so I had some extra paves.
So you did the paving?
Yeah, my gardener
What?
and I, sure, of course.
That's nice.
So we did all of this, and this is a nice little backyard, and especially with COVID, we usually have a big dinner with a tent out front at Christmas, but we just have an intimate little dinner back here. We've allotted
with all
numbers,
your family.
with the allotted numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
15 of us sitting, and we would sit back here and do what we
You're
have
doing
to
a little
do.
vegetable thing here.
I had a nice patch of okras and all of that, and then I don't know what happened. I got seeds from it and thought, I don't have to buy any more seeds. I can. So I planted, and this is what I really got. But I'm going to add peppers
Go again.
and stuff, and I'm going to
Is
restart.
it Scotch bonnet pepper?
Oh yes, some of the best pepper you could smell in my soup from downtown when I used to see it.
Really?
But I don't know, they have died down.
You think you
and-
should just trim it back? You
I
can
am
trim
going
it
to
back
do
and
that,
have it spring
yes.
again, especially at this time.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, but I was doing some gardening and
I
stuff.
see your pumpkin. Have you had it bearing along on the fence here?
I want how this again started. One morning I came out and my husband and the helper said, "You notice a pumpkin on top of the fence?" And I never even saw that a pumpkin was there. And
it's coming from here?
It was coming, but it was some years ago. And then we tried, but breeze blew it down before it was matured, and then I put another one there, and the gardener snapped the vine, and it didn't come. But I'm still trying, you never know.
Well, here's one, and I think it has a good amount of support here.
Yeah, well,
I've seen them grow up on fence.
Yeah, so
as long as there's enough,
get.
they're holding on tightly.
Yes,
they will bear there.
Yeah, so I'll see what happens.
Favorite plants? I don't have any now, but there's a time when I used to collect African violets.
I can give you one of these, and because I know a lot of people, they say it's a dying breed of plants.
Yes, I hardly see them anymore.
You don't see them, and they have a lot of colors. As a matter of fact, I have
so these are different colors. I'm just seeing the purple.
Purple. I had a white. I don't know whether I lost it in the process,
or maybe it hasn't bloomed yet,
or whatever happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes
and then
people
you have
help
these
themselves.
heliconias here. Yeah, I love African violets.
Yeah,
I had a big collection once. I don't even know what happened to it.
I can offer you a plant.
Oh, you're giving me this one?
Yes,
oh, it sounds like I was begging, don't it?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And this one is a purple.
Yeah,
I see one flower coming up.
Because
and the lady slippers, they can be pretty.
Yeah,
I have this one.
Yeah,
this one. Some nice ferns here too.
Yes,
nice ferns. Thank you so much for having us. I really enjoyed walking through your garden with you.
Oh, my pleasure. Of course, it's a little corner that you have to know it's here.
Yes.
And, you know, it's always so pleasing when people pass by and they enjoy. So
yes, I did enjoy it.
I'm glad to share it with you, and I hope the next time I see you, I will be in full bloom. I'll be back to where I used to be.
Yes, yes. And thanks for my African violet. Maybe I will start a collection again.
Yes, because as you know how these are.
Yeah, they're spread, and this is several plants in here.
Yes, you can.
Thank you so much.
Before you know it, you could start a nursery. I hope I don't have to come and beg you back one.
You'll be free to do that. You just tell me.
My dear.
Yeah.